Might not be said that's probably the worst eyesore that Riverdale has.
Well, I mean, I don't think people think about, we have codes and enforcement.
All right.
Like,
Let's see if this
we
works.
have our hands tied too.
Okay, it worked this time. Okay, we're good. Everything's good. Maybe just start over.
Want me to start over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wanda, you there?
I'm still here.
Okay.
All right. Want to welcome everybody to our Tuesday, June 8th, Planning Commission work session. Note that all Planning Commission members are here with the exception of Commissioner DeBar. No one is in it. There's no public here, so there's no public comment. So we'll turn it over to you, Mr. Agate, for presentation and reports.
Thank you. And I appreciate your patience with our technical difficulties today.
It's okay. You take your time.
We do have a report. I think I can report this. I believe I have confirmation that our recorder has agreed to come and join us. We had a little bit of a fun opportunity with someone we thought we were hiring, and they decided to stay in their job. So we have the recorder position filled. We're excited about that, and this will be good. So we appreciate her joining us. I think she starts, I want to say, what week is that? 21st of the third week of June, I think, is the first day, but I'm not 100% certain. Anyways, she'll be joining us, and Shaylee will still be helping us at the next meeting as well. So she'll be back. I believe she comes back Friday from her trip. So thank you for your patience. As far as development changes going on, the Cafe Rio building, you probably can see, is coming along pretty quickly now. The exterior is getting stuccoed. The Mobetta's picked up their permit today to move forward with their project internal in that building. The Green Hill Apartments is moving along pretty quickly. They pulled their permit for their pool clubhouse, so that will start up as well as their building in the back. And I think and then there's a small business that will be doing grand opening. I sent you all an email, ProEdge Technologies. So if you have a chance to participate in that, that'd be great. Support them. As far as upcoming things, there will be the Chick-fil-A amended site plans going to City Council a week from today for their review, subject to comments coming back from staff favorable to do so. And there will be possibly, there's other projects in the works, we'll put it that way, they're going to be forthcoming to this group. I was thinking they might come a little sooner, but now that I think about it, we haven't had a true conceptual review pre-application with them yet. So, but there are projects in the pipeline, ideas and such. So, other than that, happy to have you here again. Apologize for some of the tripping at the beginning, but we're making it work. There's some new technologies and things we're working with now, so having to relearn some of our processes. So anyway, and just know that it's very busy times right now. A lot going on in all aspects of residential growth and city, and there's some fun things that I will share with the legislative update that will create some more work for us as a planning commission to work on in Title 10. We're going to be doing some amendments here in maybe even as early as the next meeting. I might bring proposed changes to some codes and then build upon that. So be ready for that. Things that I'll outline a little more during the main meeting, but that's it. I think that for the time being, that's my report.
Thank you, Mr. Agate. I will be in Nashville on the 17th.
Okay.
So I get to go see my boy, so.
On the 15th City Council, so.
Right, but the 17th for the ribbon cutting.
Oh, okay. Got it. My brain was a little
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Do we have any consent items?
Nope, none. There will be no consent items tonight.
Okay. So action items: 1, consideration of preliminary subdivision request for Maverick Inc. located at approximately 1450 West Riverdale Road, Riverdale, Utah, 84405, as requested by Eric Anderson and AWA Engineering Group. Mr. Eggett?
Thank you. And one thing I want to note, this is more for those watching on YouTube. This is the work session. I did list it as the Planning Commission meeting on YouTube, so I apologize for that. But this is the work session, if you're listening. At any rate, Eric Anderson had been the representation for Maverick Inc. and AWA Engineering. However, Eric Anderson, as of this week, is no longer with Maverick, so I can't remember the gentleman that will be representing for them, but they do have representation that will be here this evening. The request is for a subdivision review of the real estate at approximately 1450 West Riverdale Road on the current Gibby Floral site. The parcels are contingently zoned in the regional commercial C3 zone. As you are all well aware, we've already done a preliminary site plan review of this project as well. That site plan has been changed a little bit as a result of the subdivision, and both will be moving forward at a forthcoming date should this subdivision receive a favorable approval from the Planning Commission. Property is currently owned by Whitewell York LLC. There's no public hearing requirement at this time. The reports are found in your packet. The general plan land use for this area is set at planned commercial high, which this proposed project would work with. Comments I've noted, I will go over maybe in more detail during the main session, but you'll see are highlighted in yellow on my report. Under departmental staff reports, there's no concern with the proposed subdivision from Mr. Douglas, our Public Works Director, or our Police Chief, Scott Brinkman, or our Fire Chief, and he likes to note that he's kind of a Maverick fan, so you're all aware.
I seen that. I seen that.
So, in case you're curious what his position is. And then the city engineer, you'll see on his report a few items there that are more engineering driven than anything that the engineering team will need to look at and address, as well as some things like addressing. That will be something that I will work with them on. One thing to note with this project that is kind of just a future impact evaluation. There's a lot more conceptual development trying to occur north of this area, and the reason that comes into play when we talk about Maverick is there's some right-of-way enlargement that you'll see with this application and this subdivision, as well as the site plan changes to accommodate larger vehicle and larger amounts of traffic up on that roadway. So do take note of that. That's all I can really say, but it is paving the way for future development opportunity further to the north of this area. With the subdivision, you'll know it's a two-lot subdivision between the Gibby family and Maverick. Gibby family, obviously at the current time, will retain both, but Maverick has interest in the corner lot, of course, and then the Gibby family would retain the back parcel found in your packet, if you're wondering how that division works.
Is that on lot 2?
Lot 2?
Yeah. The one further to the east, yeah. And then you'll see there's a private access easement there that's afforded to that lot that is part on the plat.
Is that on the back?
Yep, it's on the north end of the property, yeah. There's an access easement there to protect both rights of use and access. I believe on the site plan it'll be represented and reflected as some kind of a, I don't know, you'd call it a driveway, but definitely an access aisle for both uses in the future.
Well, and that brick home is on that lot too, is that correct?
Yeah, and that will be demoed as part of this.
It will be demoed?
Yeah, and you can see where it says existing building, it will be removed.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how that's working. If you're curious about on that drawing what is what, obviously that's the big high transmission power corridor there near the back where the two lots cross. And then you'll see kind of what I'm talking about on the plat. There's an area that's got along 1500 that's kind of cross shaded in. If you'll note, there's a note about midway to the top of that. It says area to be dedicated to Riverdale City. That's that right-of-way area I was talking about that they're going to dedicate to widen the roadway to a much larger standard width. So, other than that, I think that's all that really needs to be said on that at this point, unless you have questions for me about what's been provided. And like I said, I expect representation from Maverick to be here, although I'm not exactly sure who that will be at this point.
Are we the approving body on this?
On this, you are. preliminary subdivision. You're providing them with vesting rights on this one. So yeah, this is an approval opportunity. And with that, I'll defer if you have any questions for me.
Okay. Number 2, presentation and discussion of legislative summary impacts from recent legislative session. Do we want to do that now or?
Given the nature of the timing, that I do have a lot of material. I think I was maybe going to hope to erode that. I mean, I could maybe hit on some of the easier ones, and then I can come back and talk about the more impactful ones. Yeah, we could minimize so you can get to the Jazz game sooner. The simple ones, I've got what it is. It's a legislative policy update that the Utah League of Cities and Towns provides to us annually. This is the 2021 Utah League of Cities and Towns legislative update outcome. This is specifically the land use and building code. If any of you are interested in it, you want to see what they have to say, let me know. I can easily cut out just that portion and send that to her. If you want the whole thing, I think it's about 80 or 90 pages. But if you
No, but what you said before, if you could email us what we need to know.
yeah,
that'd
if
be
you
great.
want just like the land use and building, I could easily provide that, and you can look at that.
I think Wanda wants the whole thing. She raised her hand.
Oh, yeah, I sure did.
The
Yeah.
the
And I'll go right on and I'll read it all night long.
we will be doing a more thorough. When I say we, it'll be myself and the city attorney will be doing a more thorough presentation of this. More so maybe his than mine. Mine will probably be really similar to what you'll get tonight to the city council at the next meeting as well. So if you're curious to know what otherwise is impacting cities, that will be the full picture of that. Just the few I'll hit on. The first one is HB 107, subdivision plat amendments. Just says legislative purpose of the bill is amend subdivision plat provisions as they relate to a water conveyance facility. So it's just protecting canals and waterways and all that if there's any subdivision development going on around them, then you need to notify the water conveyance group of the subdivision if they're within 100 feet of the plat. So they have a right to within 20 days to be notified. And you can see probably why if you're going to be damaging toes of water conveyance. So that one, the league supported, city supported. There's another one, doesn't really affect us, it's just kind of just for your information.